All right. I changed up my charts a little bit. I went ahead and removed my position window there. It's still there technically, but I just minimized it and moved things around a little bit. So today's going to be a little bit different. But I did already mark my charts and everything. We are watching INPX at open. Miss it. I wish. I mean, if I got a miss here at 1020, that would have been a really nice move. And I'd seen it too. It was kind of obvious. It was a flag here, a bear flag, and I was like, sheesh. I was like, perfect. But I'm gonna wait for INPX here. Nice dip there. My charts. Okay, this is one of the things I was mentioning earlier that I just can't avoid. Could have bought the dip there. I just didn't know where it was. So we'll go ahead and take a starter here. I'm buying in pretty high. We're gonna let this thing work itself out here. So stopping out for the loss there. No fill. Finally got filled there. That was actually a big loss. I was green on it. So as I mentioned, one of the things that I shouldn't be doing, which I literally just did right now, was taking entry in the first several minutes of the day. So it's already something that I'm messing up on, and I was letting it work itself out a little longer than I should have. This stock's not easy to borrow, so right here I would be shorting it for the break of this low here, which would be 801 through 8 probably. That would be the whole idea behind this trade if I was to take a short. Unfortunately, it's not easy to borrow here, so I can't do that. But that would have been a nice short here. Nerve halted. So okay, so first trade's already a loser. Uh, we already have a decent sized loss on it too. So 33 to 19. It's about a 15-cent loss, about $150 with 1,000 shares, and it was a winner originally. Pretty choppy. I mean, it broke higher, then it came back down lower, down to the 30s, and I was like, well, I got a lucky fill my exit here. I'm assuming at 19 because it was only at 06 what I had seen. Let's go check out some other stocks. This one's also easy to borrow. Let's just hit the scans. NGM. We'll keep NGM on watch. Nerve. Halty going up. Light volume. Reversal here. Go back to INPX. Still breaking lower. So immediate flush right out of the gates. This was our leading gapper, and it doesn't look good to me anymore. Unfortunately, it's not easy to borrow, so I can't just jump in on it. I would otherwise. So the nice break of one here. It's a penny stock. I most likely won't be trading this one. Watch NGM here. $3.16's the low right here. $3.13's actually the low. We could bounce on its daily. Let's see, 3.13 is the low here. That's basically what I'd be going for. That's at 3.31. Let's go back to mist. Let's see if this one's bouncing any. Not quite, so we could take a short position on it. I'm gonna wait it out still. No clear direction yet. Have a pullback here on INPX. I don't really care for this one unless it comes all the way back, so I'm not gonna bother. Let's see. Nice recovery here on mist. Could get in for the break of 9 on this one. Go ahead and do that right here at 90. No fill. That's unfortunate. No fill there at 90 at all. So I'm not gonna chase it. I try to get in, just no fill there. Unfortunate. It's a nice push there to 950. That would have been a $500 winner there if I got filled at 890 and stopped out at 840 or something. Let's see if we get an inside candle formation here. We do have a bounce on the 10-minute. So it's finishing in a spinning top so far. 5 minutes, a nice doji at the bottom, or hammer. So not looking too bad. Let's see if we get an inside candle here above 9. Could potentially take an early entry here around 9. See if the ask comes down any though. A lot of red coming through. Is 4. So it took a long there, 910. We got the break of 4, but it's still technically holding. So I'm long there, 910. I'm looking for this to break through 910 into the 950 level once more. Stopping out. Taking a loss. So that's another thing. Spreads. This one again, no. I just realized I didn't really put much thought into this trade. Kind of just trading it on anticipation. Short there. And now we're going to go for the low of this candle here, which is basically 68. So going to let itself work out here. 5 minutes coming back down, consolidating. Oh, reversed on me there. Okay, I need to take a step back and look at what I'm doing here. Doesn't look bad here for a short either for the break of this low. If we can break through this low of 29, my target would be 21. See this next 1 minute open here. Did make a higher high, hasn't made a lower low yet. in there, 31. Looking for the breakthrough 30 into this low here, 29. Then from there, go further down to 21. Really, I'm looking for this 5-minute low break. Let's see if we get it here. This next 10-minute open. 10 minutes opening pretty high though. So we'll wait it out. We'll see. A lot of red volume on the 1 minute at least. High green volume on both the 5 and 10 minute though. There's 30. We break through 30 here. Is a double bottom. It's 28. Can we see further continuation down into the 21 level? So we broke its 5-minute low. This one could just bounce. See if we get that breakthrough 25 and then hit this target here. Lows 21. See if we break that 21 low. A lot of red coming through. It's just having a hard time breaking 25 here. Yeah, so low of day today at open at least is 21. Low overall is 13. I'd probably sell around 13 if I can get a good exit here. It's just too choppy in this range. It feels like it's gonna pop. It's 26 again. It's coming into the 30s and then immediately gets shut down there. But I don't want this to completely reverse on me. I still believe in its 10-minute low. It's just not showing any weakness at this point. It's hit the bottom there twice. No, I'm stopping out. So took another loss there. Stopped that at 35. It's just, it was showing too much strength on that low there. Didn't break low a day. BYND popping up here. Choppy price action, 5-minute high break. It's nice. Jeez, that's so choppy. I'm not gonna take that. NARV. This is just halted. Yeah, it just got halted. INPX popping back up here. So let's see, we're back above 8 with this one. Showing that we can hold above 8 here. Could take a start on this next 1-minute candle at VWAP. Double top here is what it looks like, 17. Took a long there. And we're gonna hold this for the break of this last 1-minute high and a potential rip to 40 just about. So it broke its high there. I'm still gonna keep holding because we're still green on it. Next 5-minute does open here pretty soon. A breakthrough 8, I'm cutting my trade entirely. There's a breakthrough 8, stopped out right there. So it was profitable for a little bit, but again, so I mean, I guess in this market it's just not working at what I'm trying to do. What I noticed it was working in September, what could have worked in September. It's just not working out here. And I'm taking way larger share size, so obviously I'm just eating massive losses here. Back to back to back, like $100 losses practically. So I'm already getting a little frustrated that everything's just failing. Uh, so missed with a bear flag here somewhat, and then a rejection all the way back down. See if we get another flag here. That's because I had the right idea too. I think it shorted back here, and then it just popped on me. I shorted at 81, just popped on me. I guess I just couldn't gut it out. That would have been a whole almost dollar already if I just held the whole thing. Okay, so we're gonna get in here again for the retest of the break of this low here. 25. And the low of 21. We got another double bottom here, basically triple bottom, I think. It's popping on me a little bit. So low open there. Looking for 21. There's too many people in this trade here. $25. I'm stopping out at 29. It showed that it broke or that it came back down. It looked like further than this last low, but it didn't do it. And it's just holding, holding, holding. You have a huge bid at 26, another one at 25. It's just not wanting to break this low here. It's too choppy. I'm done with NGM. Can't be trading that one. NERV, we'll wait for resumption on this one. Should resume here in about another 2 minutes. Mist popping up again. Okay, so NERV gonna resume here. So we have an inside candle right now. Gotta be careful here. Still holding up. Big spreads. Broke its high, unfortunately. I'm gonna wait it out still. Choppy. Broke its high again. Too choppy for me. I'm gonna take it short here at 804. Looking for the breakthrough 8. Going for the break of 8 into this low again, so 760. There is a bull flag here that just forms, but it rejected that level. So the idea behind it is to break through 8 once more, and then once we break through 8, hit this low of 761 or have that as my target. Right now, it's just not working out though. Massive spreads on me. Spreads weren't so bad on this one until right now. Now it's 18 by 805. So I'm already getting completely destroyed on those spreads. Hasn't made a higher high either. I'm in literally at the bottom of this candle here. It's taking 10 seconds and this next 1 minute barely open. On my charts at least. Nah. Nah. Stopping out here. Spreads tightened up. Now it's at 17. Stopped out at 17. So, just not working. Held up. 804, 817. That's already another mass. I'm down at least 500 something today. I have to be. There's no way. Could get long here for the anticipation of the break of this last high here. So high is 43. Long there for the break of that high. So last 1 minute high is 36. Going for the break of 43. Once we break that high, I'm basically gonna go for this high here of 78. Failed to break the bottom here, failed to break its low, so We'll wait this out, going for the 5-minute high, 36 and 43. And then from there, we can potentially chase to 880. Or this high back here, 878. So we'll wait this one out. See what this needs to do. It needs to break though. $42, $49 is $50. Great. So we got the 50 break. I'll sell half here, $52. Let's continue to write this the rest of it up through this level here. High is 880. Wait for that high. And I'll sell the rest there at 51. Cancel my order. Trying to stop the rest out here at 49 at least. 50. I thought I pressed the bid actually, but I accidentally pressed sell half. I'll cancel it, we'll wait it out. Still green on the stock overall, so I'll cancel my order. Just realized that. And we'll go for this high here, 67. Wait it out. My overall target would be this high here of 880. Potentially towards 9. We do need to see this break its high here. If it doesn't, then we'll stop out. So we can get that continuation here. We see 55 and then a rip through this highs. Stopped out the rest there. So that was a green trade. That wasn't a bad trade. So 828, wrote that to 52. Not the biggest size trade, and then sold the rest at 44. Broke its 1-minute low there. Now we're coming back down. So that's one trade that worked out. Swapped long after a short play, short rejected, swapped long, held up. You see that ride through 850, hit my first target, and I couldn't reach my second target. So now we're getting a lower low. I draw this out on the 5 minutes. I could get short here as well. I'm gonna take a short here at 30, whatever, say 32. Looking for this to continue lower, break this low here of 26. Once we break 26, I'm gonna reach for this low of 95. So let's see what this is gonna do. We already peaked at the top there. Gonna wait it out. Again, looking for 26 break through 26. Want to reach this low here of 95, a break through 8. Should give me about 30 cents. I'll have orders ready to sell half, if not stop out my full position. There's red coming through, just haven't broke 30 yet. That's really what I want to see break is 30. There's 30 break. We have a lot of sellers stacked here on my side over there at 30. So nice. So we have the 26 break. Now we're going to go for the targets back through 8 here. I'll sell half through 8 and then we'll go for that 5 minute here. 5 minute low of 95. We do have a flag here on its 1 minute. Just gotta be careful. So if we can see continuation down through 20 to the teens. want to see it, this next 5 minute just open. I want to see it break its 820 low. We could potentially go for this low here through 8 on the 10 minute. If we can break that low through 8s, we can even target low of day here, which would be 61. So we're gonna have to wait this out and see what this wants to do. So pop back up on me. I don't like that. You can get that breakthrough 30 one more time. Practically break even on this trade right now. Up to 40 and I'll cut the trade. So I cut the trade right there. Another pop to 40. So another false break to the downside. We did get that move lower, so I was in at 32, I guess. Did get the low here of 20. But just started popping up here, hit 40, and that's right. I just had my stop. So light volume, there's like no volume in it. That's already breaking one of my rules. And just choppy. It's just a choppy stock. INPX, see what this one's doing. Curling back up again here, trying to at least. Can't short it. NERV. Okay. LFG. We finally did get that push lower on NGM or NGM. It was just too choppy in this little range here. I guess it was just bouncing. The formation. I was anticipating the formation a lot sooner, and it ended up breaking by the slightest or double bottom, and then it popped, and then it finally broke lower. Several candles later, but it's kind of unfortunate. NERV here broke its 10-minute low, and it's bouncing off VWAP somewhat. Light volume. Long here, high of 85. Gonna go for the break of this high through 90, potentially through 6. So let's see. There's 6. I'll sell half at 6. No orders filled there. Sell half at 98. And then we'll ride the rest through 6 if we can get that break. Stops out the rest there, break even. So in at 85, sold the other one actually for a loss on the bid. Jesus. And then sold the other half at 98. So was holding for the break of 6. Obviously couldn't get the break of 6 though. There's 95. So far it's only worked out basically twice. The idea of what I'm trying to do here. All the other times so far though, it's obviously it's just And it's probably just not trading something clear, not trading a proper setup, and just not chasing necessarily, but just not going for something that's like well thought out. So like here, I would be getting in again long for the break of this high here, 308s through 311 up to this level here about 315. And this would have worked too, 808s almost to 315. See if we end up getting it here. So not quite. It's back to 309. I'm already taking a loss in commission here. 308. I'd stop out right there. Break even on the trade. Not even break even. It's loss in commission. Yeah, today's not a good day at all for any follow through or any continuation on really anything because even to the short side, obviously I'm not having the best of luck or best of trades to the downside on the stocks in which I'm going for. I mean, it's the right direction. I'm taking the right, like for example, NGM was trying to short it back here, right idea, just not the best timing. It broke lower eventually, but through the times in which I was trying to get these moves in, it just wasn't doing it. Here shorted it again, ended up making that low, but I was overall going for the low of this 21 low, low a day. Then it pops up, spikes on me, okay. Then we just see that continuation further. Try to, get in again in anticipation of the low break. Pops on me, okay, stop out. And then the next count actually breaks through. So right idea, just, not the best timing. What I should have done, I mean, hindsight, just wait for it to come back, retest. It obviously retested, broke higher, came back, retested, broke higher, and this is where it finally broke lower. So my first entry should have been on this candle here for the break of this low, coming down through this low here, back down. That's where I actually should have entered because now we actually broke low a day, and now it's showing that we're pretty weak. But yeah, we had the strength to break low a day, and now we're pretty weak. So I can go ahead and get short here, take a short, sideways consolidation, take another short. Now it's popping back up, holding these levels. So I guess it's something I could have done there. INPC, this one's just choppy. Sold off immediately. Immediately took a loss right out of the gate, so I just I wasn't good at all. And another thing, I broke so many rules today. Broke a ton of rules. The main one being trading low volume. Like choppy stocks, spready stocks. That's one of my rules. Don't retrade in such a large spread. Just wanted to trade anyways, so I traded it. Traded large spreads, traded low volume. There's like no volume in these, choppy. So I can't expect to be profitable if I'm already breaking all these rules that I have set out for myself in general. The reason I'm over trading and then also trading again today with large size is to account for commissions, one, but at the same time test out the new strategy and see what's working, where it's working, so I can go back and review and see exactly what I could have done, trades I should have taken, or things that were working about this new strategy, or things that weren't working. Obviously, my win-loss on this is probably worse compared to my win-loss on my other strategy. This is actually one of the formations that I had mentioned. So just the other day, I literally just mentioned this yesterday. So you have a big climb, small candle, and then another big climb Why that works out that way, I have no idea. I literally just pointed this out yesterday. So I guess I could have got long here for that break, but I don't know what this formation is, like what it's actually called. But I literally just drew this out and everything yesterday. It's the one I was talking about. I don't know what that is, and that's a big, nice ride up here. Low here of 40, all the way to 67 now. So this completely passed me. What I like about this one is it's 5 minute. We are curling off its 10-minute low here. So the 10-minute is curling. And we could potentially break through VWAP here. It's showing weakness up in the 60s though. So you gotta be careful here. Big seller there at 60. It's too bad that I can't short it. I would have shorted this one several times already. I would have tried to short it several times at least. One for sure right here at VWAP. As I said yesterday, my favorite trades are the ones with a break of VWAP. So right here, break, which is why I took the long here. But I also mentioned, obviously it doesn't work all the time. It did work out here. It broke its last high, but I was trying to get too much from the stock at this point. So broke its high, false break, rejection. Took a loss on that. Took a fat loss on that. This would have worked out perfectly if I was able to short on it, but I obviously have a long bias because I can't short every stock. So let's see, we have an inside candle now forming here. Let's see if it wants to break lower or go higher. But this is a red exterior, green interior. So green inside, we got to be careful how this is gonna work out. I could enter on this next 1 minute candle in anticipation of the break of this high, 50 or 69. And then ride this up towards VWAP. So I'm going to get in early here. And we'll see if we can get that rip towards VWAP. I'll be ready to sell half at 85. Get that break. I want to stop out my full position already because it's just not doing it. It's not moving fast enough. 75. Selling half here. Trying to, and that's because I'm hitting the bid on it. Oh shoot, I added. Ish. So, okay, already first mistake here. I just added on that trade. Ah, that sucks. So, there's 78. Selling half here, 75. No fill. I'll keep my order at 75 to see if I can get a partial fill there. It's coming down really low though. Stopping out the rest. Stopped out my full position actually. Break even. That sucks. I didn't even mean to add there. So I know I actually stopped at my full position with a loss there. Sheesh. That's unfortunate I added. Good about the dip there. This is technically support back here. getting short here for the break of this low, and we're gonna have a target down towards 3. So about 10 cents. I'll sell half at 3. Then the rest we'll try and go for the break of this low here of 92. So I like the 5-minute formation in terms of a break if it's low here. Low is 308. We have a double bottom. Gotta be careful here. 1 minute looks like it's gonna be closing in pretty soon. It's showing a little weakness up here. You have a wick here. We do have higher highs technically. Haven't made a lower low yet, so I'm already getting in just early in anticipation of a lower low. But let's see if we see it. Not quite. We're getting a pop already. Back to 310. So now finishing pretty high here. I'm gonna stop out my position. So another thing I did too many times today is overtrade. That's another big one that I'm obviously falling into here. And again, breaking another rule, mid trade, no volume at all. It's dead. Not necessarily spready. I think this one was spready at one point. No particular strategy behind it besides going for the break of this low, continuation to the downside, breaking this low to 3, and then whatever. But it's light volume. There's no reason to be taking that trade. INPX coming back down here. Still INPX light on volume. Basically today should have been almost like close to a no trade day. That huge surge in red volume there out of nowhere. Today should have been, like I said, practically a no trade day because it makes no sense. A lot of these trades that I'm taking, I'm realizing just make 0 sense. Nerve pulling back here is not easy to borrow either. False break to the high side, rejection immediately down through VWAP. So we're not seeing really any momentum today. Morning was slow and choppy to start, and I'm definitely very red in the account at the moment. Again, large share size, just adding to my commissions, over trading, and then on top of that, losses in general. Just trying to take these trades here that I'm like I said, testing a new strategy, trying something else out, and it's just not working. So got to go back and figure out exactly what I'm doing wrong, why I'm taking some of these trades. Because like I said, most of these trades that I'm taking past 10 or even prior to 10, I would say, just they make no sense. I told myself I wouldn't trade right out of the gates, INPX, and then I get burned on it right away. Oops, I accidentally took a long there. So that's just going to add to my loss, I guess. Didn't mean to take a long here. I accidentally pressed my keyboard. How much am I in with? 100. Okay, well, sell here maybe. Yes, can I get rid of my position anywhere? It won't let me sell my hotkeys. I don't know why. So I'm stopped out there. Okay. That's weird. So took another loss here for 20-cent loss there for no reason. Jesus, man. I don't even know. I don't even know why I couldn't sell my hotkeys there. I had to sell with the order windows. So I mean, I guess that was just a totally unnecessary loss there as well. Little things like this, I'm telling you, just so stupid. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. That's gonna be it for me today for sure. I'm definitely in the red tremendously here. $856. Surprised it wasn't 1,000, but only green stock today was Nerve. I was green on this move here for the push higher. Obviously couldn't hold. I sold half, and this is what I was talking about. So I bought in 1,000 shares at 85, sold half at 98 for the break of 6. Didn't break 6, kept holding the rest of my position, and then held the rest break even. Obviously I took a loss on it, 85 by 82. Took a loss on it and a 5-cent commission loss. But overall on the stock, I'm still green. So that's basically what I've been noticing on like even the videos yesterday when I was testing it out. It's kind of what I was noticing, I guess, happening, or what I could be doing. It's just setting it up properly. So for example, NERV, setting it up properly, having a right target, having everything, exactly well thought out. If it's a symmetrical triangle, if it's a pattern that I see, if it's a candlestick pattern that I see. We did have an inside candle here, which is why I took that long. Now it obviously didn't have any volume in it. It didn't have any, good volume in it, at least for it to continue higher and then reach my target, which was a breakthrough 6. Another thing I didn't notice was right here. 6 is resistance, and I knew it was resistance, which is why I sold half, but I thought we had the strength to break through 6 and then potentially come back to 625 or something, like maybe even high a day. But I felt we had a little more strength to get in there. But again, one thing I didn't notice: declining volume. All these indicators showing me lower highs here, showing me that it was going to be a lot harder to break than I thought. So that should have been a sell full size position there, from 85 to 98. That would have been a good trade, about 13 cents or so. But I mean, obviously it didn't work out that way. Instead, I'm profitable. I gave it its time to make a move and everything, and it just didn't work out. So sold the rest practically break even, but really for a loss. So that's kind of what I'm thinking behind my trades at the moment, or why I'm letting them run for so long. I mean, I'm trying to cut them short as fast as I can. 309 by 313 there. I have another one back here, 325 by 329, it's 4 cents. Another one here, 330 by 335, 5 cents. All these little cents that we're adding, so that's 40 bucks, 50 bucks. Really, it's 60 bucks, 50 bucks because of commissions. Right here, another loss, so about another 4 cents, so another 50 bucks. So that's already a good amount, about $200 just gone right there. So I'm trying to stop out as quick as I can. Missed. Let's see, 90 by 910. So that was a terrible stop. Just in general, 910 all the way in, sold at 890. Hit the bid there. Spreads were not helping, I would say. Definitely not helping, but I'm surprised I got the exits that I've been getting on some of the stocks. So there's 97, sold here at 91. So again, not the best stops there. That was like a 6-cent loser. This one, 804, 817. Really bad stop there as well. Oh no, this. Yeah. So okay, yeah. So I stopped out there. Really bad stop. 828, sold at 852. So that was a really nice trade with 500 shares. Sold half here and then sold the rest there, 844. So this was a nice trade on Mist. Let's see, I'm overall down on the stock. This is my biggest loser. No, INPX is my biggest loser. I also don't know why. That's weird. I don't know why INPX is showing up 2 different times here. That's so weird. I'm guessing it's the routes. Maybe I took a specific route. I guess it was NSDQ compared to Smart Route. I'm assuming that's why it's 2 separate orders. But missed here. Again, going back to this one, 32 by 41. So also a bad stop, about 9 cents. Uh, I mean, it's still within my 15-cent stop range, but obviously nothing's going in the direction that I want because I'm not putting much thought into these trades. I'm jumping in basically for a break of the previous low or low of day, target of low of day or high of day. But obviously it's not doing what I wanted to. And then if I'm trading in this chop here, if I took a short or long in anywhere in this range in this chop, it's just like, what am I doing? INPX, nerve back down, INPX, chop city. So again, a lot of rules broken. I'm not surprised I'm right today at all, especially in this amount. Sheesh, it's something I'm gonna have to go back and review for sure. It's not gonna be something I have to. It's not gonna be something that I'm gonna get right away with this new strategy. I really gotta put everything together, put all my symbols, all my stuff together, and then really get this thing going. Because um, obviously, what I'm testing out today is just not working. So like right here, I would want to get long, break through 50, break at this high here, 54, target of 62. So if I were to take this long here, let's just say 53. Let's just say I entered long at 53. My target would be 62 here, and then I'd sell half there. The rest of the target would be here at 66. See, but the volume's so light. Like it could work. I'm in at 53. First target would be 62. Sell half at 62. And then sell the rest at the high of this candle here, which would be 78. So sell half there at 60. So far it would have worked out, I guess, in a way. If I would have even got filled there at 60, which I most likely wouldn't have. A breakthrough 60 would definitely fill me though. So sell at 59, I guess. Sell half at 59 at least. We are getting this 2 candle climb that I mentioned earlier. Let's see if it actually resolves and breaks through. So we get that breakthrough 60 here. 60's tightening up. 61, there it is. So technically we did break that high. I'd be selling the rest towards this high here of 78. So yeah, it's not a significant break at all. Broke by 2 cents. Now it's back down below. Or coming back down to its lows here. So this one didn't work out entirely. So we did have this massive climb, single candle, did break, but by 2 cents, and now it's back down. So, I'm gonna have to review everything. I'm gonna export the data today. $800 loss, and we're gonna go ahead and recap this come towards the end of this month. and analyze exactly what was going on. But this is, again, I'm not too surprised I'm down today, just because I wasn't following a lot of rules coming into open. I was already excited because I was studying, and then I'm like, okay, I want to trade, and I was just gonna take whatever. I mean, obviously I wasn't gonna take whatever, but I mean, I had a lot of faith in INPX, and I just got antsy. I wanted to jump in it at the open. I was green on it originally. I was in at 33. It hit 43 there, 42 or whatever. And I could have sold right there, obviously, because we were in resistance at this point. If I drew the line a little higher, that was straight up resistance. Should have sold at those highs there. Instead, I decided to keep holding. I knew that wasn't the high pre-market. This is actually around this level. So regardless, I'm still at 40 into resistance. Could have sold there for a little bit of profit. Instead, I decided to hold the full position and let the stock work itself out. Obviously, that cost me tremendously. So I got to have some sort of alternative plan on letting the stock work. I got to have some sort of idea, because I don't want the stock to ride without me, and I lose a huge opportunity. But at the same time, I don't want obviously what happened here in the beginning for it to just reject on me. So that's why I had mentioned I shouldn't be trading the initial first several minutes of the stock until I find some sort of range or find something, some sort of pattern or anything in particular. No pattern here that I found at all. This was a highly aggressive trade here, risky. It was down overall, and I'm trying to scalp it for the highs here. I mean, that's obviously a stretch, right? It's not really gonna have a lot of momentum in it, especially with the declining volume and the high red volume. So a lot of little things I'm missing out on, a lot of little things I'm not looking at, that I'm having trouble with here. But again, this is why I need to go back and review and really look for what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong in my trades, why I'm taking specific trades. Obviously today I over traded tremendously. There's a lot of over trading done today. And again, I had mentioned yesterday, I need to limit over trading and focus on only a couple of trades on really good setups, and that's exactly what I didn't do today. So back to the drawing board. We're going to review everything we did wrong. We're going to look at trades I could have taken. I know there was a couple that I missed out on, though. There was a couple moves that I completely missed out on. I did try to take a couple entries on them. I forgot where they were at, though. And I wasn't filled, so unfortunately, I mean, I had to let those go without me. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and close it up here. I will see you all tomorrow.